like, subscribe, share.
Peace to the guys. Peace to the guys. Chief Talk tonight. We got Black Rock in the building and Young Elder in the building. How y'all feeling tonight?
Oh, it's lit. Broadcasting live from the belly of the beast. Yeah.
I'll say. And we were freestyling a little bit tonight. Just talking about some things going on, things we might want to be conscious of, things of that nature.
Yeah.
So what's going on with you, Young Elder? What you got going on as of lately?
Well, I'm working on some stuff about outer space. I think they ready for more outer space stuff. So I'm some people got scared, man, when I put that some reptilian tape. They get scared. Oh, you scaring us? Yeah, like they beg for we want more extraterrestrial stuff. So I start putting them out, and then they say, oh yeah, they get scared of it. Oh, we scared of this.
Huh? Let's dig into it a little bit tonight.
Yeah, the reptile, like I just put the tape about the vril, and they lizards that and like all the extraterrestrial tapes I put out, I show the correlations with the Native Americans who got stories that predate TV, all it. You know what I'm saying? They stories predate TV, radios, all the electronics that we got now. They would have no reason to make up a story of these type of people, and they got drawings on the wall of what these ant species look like from the from Tar City, and then they got pictures of the Greys. Even the dude Krito Mutwa in Africa, in correlation to that, he talks about the Greys and another group, the group that they dealing with. They call them the Chitauli. They were Nomos, the one that had the extra eye in the middle of their forehead. That's another species. And then so it's this whole bunch of species here on Earth that's been in contact with our ancestors prior to all the TV and AI, where people can make, because there's so many AI videos out now, you can't even tell. It's kind of hard to tell if them is real good, if it's real or fake, right? So but these people are already like the Dogon people. The Dogon people say people from Cyrus B came to them and taught them about the star, and they mentioned of like 7 or 8 planets and described what they look like, how they got fresh water, what the beings look like. And one of the beings they described looked just like the being that play in Hellboy, the fish man that play in Hellboy. With the blue skin.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so that but so a lot, like Krito Mutwa said, a lot of the characters that they use in these films are actual creatures that exist, right? And how they get them is they've been doing so much stuff behind the scenes that they don't tell the public about. It's certain reasons for that. They say because they probably don't want Russia and China to get know what they're doing. If the public find out, then of course they'll find the other adversaries they claim to find out. But the information like they've been going to other planets. They've been using the Stargates. They know about certain bases that left behind by the Anunnakis and other races. They didn't already. We got so many. Then you can't make stuff like this up. We got eyewitnesses like people, whistleblowers that came forward, like the dude Phil Snyder, who said that they were down there in Los Alamos in a base and ran into some Greys, and they got into a gun battle with the Greys. Well, it really wasn't no gun battle. They had guns. The Greys had laser type weapons. The dude said, and the dude had proof. He cut his fingers off. He was give speeches all the time until they tried to assassinate him like 5 or 6 times, and then they finally got him. Right? The dude, I got videos on my page of him. But what I'm getting at is that all of this information is not new information. The ancestors, especially in America, that's what the mounds is really all about. They really landing pads for different extraterrestrials that come and land, and then go. Why would the stars way be up to a top of and then why would would it be underground and all that? It's doing, and then these people say these people. I can get into the more too. I'm gonna let somebody else go, but these people, especially like the Hopi, which connect the Dogon people, you see the look at if you correlate the two tribes, you'll see that the cultures is pretty much identical. It's just a little different. It's an identical culture, pretty much. If you know, like the Kajina dolls and the Dogon dolls, if you crossbreed the culture, because the Dogons was over here, that's why they blocking the pyramids off, because it's all this information would be unfolded when they show you them areas in the pyramids where Dogon symbols and ancient. They say ancient Egyptian because Doc said that the Dogons were one of the original tribes of ancient Egyptians. It was different it was different tribes that could be classified under that term, which it really didn't apply to us. Really, it meant burnt face, but according to Doc and the list at the record scrape book, he said that the Dogons were one of the tribes of the Egyptians, and that would make sense why the Hopi is in that area with in connection with the Egyptian statues and all that found in the Grand Canyon that they blocking off. It's all connected. So we was already at some point. I believe they started trying to cut us off, and I believe it was another group, the Aldebaran Reptilians, the Vril. They came in 1952 from the Doc in that book you got. It's a book you got called the Millennial Book on page 155, 135. He talks about the Aldebarans coming in 1952. Yeah, volume 1. Yeah, that book right there.
You said what page?
135. 135. He talks about the Aldebarans coming in 1952, but they jumped. These real hybrids, they jump back in time. As y'all come in. Oh, I think it's 135.
You ain't playing with them,
yeah, I got volume 1 and volume 2 of that books, right? Page 135, you see where he talks about the Aldebarans.
See, mine, I got the scrolls where it's coming in sections. So mine only go to like 127, and then it goes to I got to go to the next scroll.
Oh, so it might be okay. All right, so I got the big, thick one. Okay, yeah. So yeah, but it's in those scrolls about the Aldebarans who came and set us back after the Tartarian civilization. But the whole thing is this Smithsonian Institute is a part of it, and the church is a part of it. Keeping, because if a certain information get come out, which is already out, it's just they haven't admitted it, right? But we know now that that the original they found caves in Illinois, right? I think it's called the Barrow Cave or something like that. They found caves with ancient Egyptians, people and statues in there, and they said that these people were Phoenicians who could sail up and down their boats, and they said it's a hip dates back 30,000 years or more. So that means that the ancient Egyptians was already in America 30,000 years ago, right? So and the truth of the matter is, this was ancient Egyptian of the West, is what Doc already was telling us. Tamari is what they called it. Take this when the black conquistadors came over here. It was when the black conquistadors came over here in the 1500s. They landed in Maryland. That's what they call it today, but it wasn't called Maryland. It was a tribe there, and they asked the tribe, what was this land called? And they said Tamare, right? And so the Greeks, because they come from the Greeks, right? But these black conquistadors, they said Tamari, then they said being that they spoke Latin or Spanish, right? Portuguese is all the same family. They said the land of Mary, like Tamari, like Marie is Mary in Spanish. So they said Tamari, the land of Mary. So they started calling it. Then the English came and called it Maryland, right? So that was the name. That all ties back in. That's what they call this land. And Doc had. That's why Doc set up the little small Tamaray, the Holy Land right there in Georgia, right? Edenton's Georgia. But I'm gonna let somebody else go. I'm just gonna say this. But like I say, people fear the extraterrestrial narrative, but our ancestors, they already was in they was in contact with the Shaggies, the Sasquatch that live here, that go in and out of dimensions. Doc wrote about that in the Holy Tablets. They was in contact with these beings. They was getting information from these beings. They would get information because like I say, the Dogons would say they was getting information from how would they know about a star, because it was two white scholars, they were British, that traveled to Africa prior to all this TV, really, and they started interviewing some of these Dogon tribe people, and they was telling them about the star with a lot of information about Sirius B and planets there and the beings there prior to all them finding out about it. So it's like ain't no denying it that they was already in contact with some beings, and based on what Khritil Mutwa said, that is these Nomos got out the ship and said, "People of Earth, I got something coming out on that. It get creepy. How these Nomos really was, they tricky. These Nomos guys, they at 1 minute they down, but they really deal with worship and sacrifice. That's what the kids, a lot of the children being sacrificed to them too in Africa.
But damn, I mean, we're gonna tap on all that tonight because you said a lot. And I talk about a lot of different things. I don't never talk about alien experiences and everything else. And it's kind of dope because in Florida, and I'm pretty sure brother know, because the further south of Florida you go, the more you can see stuff in the skies. Mm-hmm. And one time I word is bond, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand what that means, but word is bond. I'm driving down 90 and 90 on the beach. And we driving down 90 and it looked like a ship came up out the water and flew over our heads. My wife can bear witness. I'm on the phone. I'm like, me and a cousin in the car. So we get like we hear crip. We just doing some, you know what I'm saying? We left the casino or something and we riding down the beach late night. Mm-hmm. And we looked up and it was this huge ship coming out the water. And he was like, bro, what the fuck you get out of the car for? I'm like, what the car gonna do to save us? You know what I'm saying? But it was crazy because we didn't have the flip phones and stuff back then, but we always see stuff in the sky like, hey, what's up, Black Rock? How you feeling, guy? Before we go too far.
Good. I'm good. Appreciate you.
Man, I already know I got my brother Black Rock in the building because always whenever you hear, I want to have him here too, so we can build up with y'all with the AI technology, because that might be the way we even communicating with the alien, the aliens or whatever we want to call them. But also back to what you were talking about as far as stars and everything, as far as communicate with stars, because we always be talking about this. We look through the white man's eyes sometimes, and they be talking about the alien invasion. But I'm confused. I'm confused because I believe these what we call aliens was here way before we were, or way before what we call humans were. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, they was here. They was here way before a certain species. They were here like the certain groups of reptilians, certain groups of maybe the Greys. They come in a little later, but they was already in play, moving around here. Maybe had bases here, so the Greys was here. Certain lizard races, well, because lizards is different from another group of reptilians. They just come from the same origin, but they different. So there was several species here. Even the ape man, the Homo erectus man was here. Before
they talk about us, be like, man, so many different kinds of humans down there. You might think they all look alike, but even it's also just like the reptilians. There's all sorts of different kind of reptilians. Yeah. You said something about the Greys, and I think you did a video on the Greys a long time ago. Yeah. What was your interpretation on the Greys? Where do you think they came from?
Well, the Greys, based on all my data collected, were created or engineered race on Mars, and they were created by the Anunnaki. To talk about this in some of it in the Holy Tablets. It was called the Madians. That was the main group, and the other group that was their adversaries. It's another group called the marker beings. who were reversed engineered from the audience by the disagreeable Dragon reptilians. And so eventually Mars was once a moon or satellite to Tiamat, which is Earth, and a war broke out after they created these people originally, these rays, to be explorers, to go out to different galaxies, because they breathe certain gases, but the Greys, they can go into certain they don't breathe like the humans or like the Anunnakis did, and they take in more sunlight and eat these little pebbles. Yeah, these little pebbles like dog food, certain groups like the Ebens. But they was created to go explore other galaxies and then see if it was gold or whatever the minerals they were looking for there, and then they would report back, and then they would send a mining team to go there. Right? So that's what the Greys were for. They would just get on these ships and go around the galaxies, going light years out, because they didn't need certain stuff like the Anunnakis needed to survive. So they originally created them maybe 24 billion years ago on Moon. And then, like I say, a war broke out between the two original groups. And then that's when the split happened. When the war happened, they then set up the Anunnakis built them a whole galaxy called Zados Reticuli. And they moved them there. But then, like I heard you say that you were driving in Florida down south, whose ship came out the water, so base down there in the Bermuda Triangle, right down off of Florida, where these beings were set up at. And that's where the original clan set up at, called the Primitives. They came from the original planet called Meldick before it got exploded by Nibiru crashing into it. And that's the original that strand, the strand of Greys was drafted out of them beings, out of them Meldickians and Mars, the original strand. So that's why if you look at the Meldickians in the Holy Tablets, look at the webbed fingers, and then you look at the Greys, you'll see you look at the baby at his 3-month stage in his mother's womb, you actually see the Grey in their in the humans. Because the Grey got DNA in the humans too. But go ahead, I'll stop there.
No, I'm with you. I'm just, because there's a lot to touch on, but then we have to backtrack too, because I just did a live with, sometimes I'm doing live with different people, and everybody has some real strong, powerful information, right? Yeah. But then some of our elders that I'm talking to say space don't exist. And I'd be like, I'm let that ride.
They right. Huh? My bad. I ain't mean to cut you out. They right though.
But then I got tech types, and then you just said something came from Sirius. Something came from all these different star systems. We can't have it both ways.
No. Let me explain. They probably heard us say that. They probably heard us. They probably originally heard either Doc or Mark Brady said first. And what they meant by that is there's no such thing as space. It's because space is always filled. It's filled with a thing called tachyon energy, 0 point energy. That's what they mean. Not that it's not other planets and other stars out light years away. No, that's real. What they meant is space is all got energy everywhere that can be utilized, and the main energy is 0 point energy. That's what they really mean. So it's no space has always got energy there. Like right here, even in this space, is atoms, it's electrons and protons. I mean electrons and protons. And the nucleus is floating around right here. So it's always air, it's always filled with something. So it's really no such thing as space. Now, this might be classified as space because I can move my arm around. But if you get dizzy enough, you'll see these little light particles swirling around. If you start moving your hand around, you can make a move, and you'll see that there's more beings here than you think on a microcosmic level. So it's like, yeah, so that's what they mean. Like it's microcosmic beings filling that space that we can't see, and then it's that tachyon energy, the 0 point energy that it's free energy everywhere you can tap into, and you actually tap into it every night when you go to sleep. That's why I say it's good to face to the South Pole. Because they'll head to the South Pole of your bed because you recharge every night when you go to. It's how when you get sick, your body gets sleepy. And the melatonin kick in, tell you go to sleep. Why? Because your body has got a program built in that says tap into the peons. What's the peons? The peons exist on the other side of the mirror. And when you go to sleep, your body automatic tap into these peons in your and begin to from the melatonin and the sunlight that you gain that day. The stronger the peons will be, and they'll begin to heal your organs as you sleep and recharge your brain cells. Every night, I wrote about this in a book that I put out called it's called The Dream Scroll. But that's what it is. Like, so you can tap into just by breathing. When you breathe, these go into your body, this energy. You can, because there's some people that's called breatharians. They live off of air, right? So it's something in the air that they taking in is minerals, vitamins, vitamin D, all these different elements that you said come from the air, come from the sun. Well, it come from the sun, then go into the air, and so these people are able to tap into it, breathe it in, and then give all 100. I think it's 102, 106 or some minerals that your body needs. It's in sea moss. So they get all that out the air, and it stands to reason that makes sense, because what do the seed get it as it grows? It pulls it out. The seed pulls it from the sun and the air. And then it matures into a plant or whatever fruit it becomes. So that stands the reason that these fruits and vegetables are already exist in the air before they materialize in this plane. And so higher dimensional beings that they said breatharians, that is one dude that went I think it's 7 years without eating. And so they breathe these vegetables before they materialize into the ground. This stuff might sound crazy to the average guy.
We know breatharians down here in Florida. Like in Florida, we got all sorts of stuff down here. G, you know what I'm saying? You'd be surprised. It's now it's a guy down in Miami. He's the breatharian. He's called the Airbender, but he really don't eat. Like bro is dead serious. He came to the kingdom one time. Bro, do not eat whatsoever, and it shows. I'm not an extremist on no level whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? I respect whatever anybody do. But no, I've seen it before. You can do anything when you put your mind to it. Like you said, we be looking at somebody and we might be a whole different entity. But going back to when you were talking about the molecules, that was when you said space and all that hit different. You know what I'm saying? That was also on, and I was gonna bring it up when we talk about all this space stuff. A lot of people look at it from a perspective of Marvel comics and different movies and whatnot, and not realizing who Stan Lee really is and where Stan Lee was getting his information from. Because they don't create anything, they just take the story. They tell you this thing in Stranger Things when they know different things, they open different Stranger Things and then turn around and do the same thing over and over again. They're telling you what's going on. What you just said about the molecules reminds me of what they were saying about Kane the Conqueror, and I always try to make that connection between Kane the Conqueror and the Olmecs. And you see how the Olmecs, what do the Olmecs do? They always look at that calendar and they say that's the Mayan calendar. They say this calendar is the Mayan calendar, but it's really the Olmec calendar. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Yeah, you want to turn the light on for me?
Yeah, the Olmec calendar is the same as the Dendoria. It's the same calendar.
Exactly. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but each piece of it, huh?
That's fire.
Yeah, no, I mean I got all sorts of artifacts, but on there it's also showing the two brothers and everything else. It's just a cosmic. It's just saying that our people have always been in a cosmic aspect of things. You see what I'm saying? There's two cosmic brothers on there that they tell you the story over and over again, and then they try to put this trickery in there to keep us from reaching out to the stars or speaking to the stars or anything. So, but that's the thing. The Moors, the whole thing about the Moors, the first thing people do is talk about paperwork and the dumb stuff. We never talk about the stars. Moors when it comes to astrology. The Olmecs when it came to astrology. Mayans astrology. Anybody that was our people we've never been higher civilization than we were talking back and forth to the stars.
That's right.
So I think you start paying attention to that. As far as reptilians, like I feel a little different about the reptilians because I feel like we kind of, when they say the Naga, I think we are the gateway. We are like the breed, the half breeds on it. And I think we don't acknowledge the reptilian in us, but
that's right.
A lot of our people are crocodile tribes, and some of our people are serpent tribes, and some of our people are frog tribes. And we see this all the time in the way we act. And like we try to force, like we're trying to act like what the white man told us to act like, and what everybody else, you know what I'm saying, try to force us to be.
That's right.
But if you look at us in our natural state, we are reptilian. You see what I'm saying? the Caucasians and Six Ethers are represent their bloodline too. They are gorilla-like. You know what I'm saying? They are ape-like. They are an ape mind. We are reptilian mind. It's two different things. But and also I want to talk on dark matter. But hey, Black Rock, you got something to say, Chief?
No, I'm just digesting the dialogue right now.
I'm gonna get to you because I know that we're gonna get on this AI thing in a second, but I had to let bro talk about that because we never really get on this level right here when it comes to extra and interdimensional beings. Like we talk about it all the time. Slick talk about it when we talk about spirituality and not realizing what spirituality is. Spirituality, you might be talking about, we think it's spirit, but you just talking to something in another realm. Another realm. That don't mean, you know what I'm saying? But we looking at it like the way that certain people taught us how to look at certain things. So and then the grays, from my perspective, from what I was taught, the grays were from, like you said, they're pretty much robots or degenerated humans that came back in the future to warn people and everything else, and they get used a certain type of way. And that's in the scrolls too. They were talking about all, but that's now. Let's go to that. Where did Doc get his information from? The master teacher Malachi York, because it's crazy that we don't give him the credit for it. Well, of course we do, but I'm saying a lot of people, our people, don't give him the credit for it. But then when now that the news is talking about this mothership or 3i Atlas and all these other things, now we're paying attention. When Malachi York, let's talk about this. We three black men on here, right?
Yeah.
What is it against black men in general, black people in America in general? And I asked that in a way like this. Shador Sanders, what do you notice about Shador Sanders? Shador Sanders, I can name a couple people. LeBron James. Anytime you're a certain type of black man, they gotta try to belittle you, knock you down, and everything else, right?
Yeah, I can give you the answer to that.
Go ahead.
First of all, you ain't black.
Facts.
Black is not black was black Christian codes created by the colonizers to pretty much paper genocide you and steal your land. And so when they black, that's why they got all these rules. Go look up black Christian codes. That's why they do all these things to the black people, the police, everybody. And so you're gonna get, you can't never and then the media is controlled. We could get into that, but for the most part is that we ain't black. African, we ain't black. Negroes of color. I ain't gonna say we ain't African. I got my own perspective on it. My brother Roy, he straight out say we ain't African. But I know that I know that Mansa Musa came over here and mixed in with us, and Abu Bakr. They were from Africa, and they mixed in with the Yamasee, and they mixed in with some Louisiana tribes and some tribes in the Lakota, North Dakota. So I know about that. And then I know it was other tribes that when Barbosa, the Spaniards, said that he came over, he saw Ethiopian tribes already in the islands. That's right. They look like they've been there for thousands of years. So like the Africans already was selling over here way before Columbus. They had mixed directors had the 1492. But but the black thing is that it's a known fact that the whole world is vibrating off of our energy. What they call it black people. And you could call it, say, whether it's money form or whether it's our music, whether it's whatever we do. Football, most of the major sports is in America, and people in other countries watch us. We mostly run the sports. And it's so bad, we was taking up the people that they calling black, right? We was taking over all the sports so bad, they started creating new crap, like slap contest. Now you can slap a guy teeth out of his mouth. Yeah, it's a contest where they slap the crap out of each other. And then the black guys got in there and took that over. Just like Tiger Woods took over golf, just like the sisters, Serena, Williams, them took over tennis. It's just like we take over everything. So they don't want a person like Shador Sanders being connected to Deion Sanders, who's known for his flamboyant and his pride, but he's still he a real dude. He a real man.
He's from Florida, by the way. He's from Florida, by the way.
Yeah, Deion is a real Seminole chief, right?
Exactly.
And I know you can. He's a reincarnated Seminole chief on the land, for real. Like, and but we can get to that Seminole thing too, because I heard what you said about they call them as runaways, but they really weren't runaways. they really were people others from other tribes who was coming to help fight the wars. And because they like I said, that ties into the black thing. That ties into the black thing. But there was an Operation COINTELPRO, and it's still in existence. People think that it went out in the 60s or 70s, but no, Joy F. Hoover and them, that thing's still rolling, man. It ain't stopped. And if you go study COINTELPRO operations, their main thing was to stop the rise of a black messiah. That's their main goal.
Okay, now we go. Yeah, that's where I was going. Look,
yeah,
that's what
black
going with.
Yeah, so they created. I'm just gonna say this, and I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna say this. Give me about 1 minute and 30 seconds. All right, so it was the killer clowns. That's the Shriners. The Shriners are the FBI. That's the COINTELPRO. They all connected. They set up all these hospitals around where they got a statue in the front where they holding this kid, right? And they looking for the child, like the most black messiah. If you go back to, even it ties in with the Bible guys that's watching. It ties in with the time of Moses where they was out to kill all the born kids. It ties in with the time of Yahshua when they was when Herod sent 3 wise men who were mad guys, wizards, warlocks, really, who came and one of them was good and like 2 of them was good and one of them was really bad, and then they told them they protected Yahshua, right? But that still trickles down to these same guys over here in America doing the same thing with the COINTELPRO operations in the black. Looking for the black messiah. That's why they killed Freddie P. Hampton. That's why Dr. Malachi Z. York locked up Larry Hoover, Jeff Ford, H. Rap Brown, RP H. Rap Brown, right? That's why they was out to not even that, they out the sisters as well that participate, like our RP, our sister Asada Shakur, all of these different people, right? So pretty much they want to stop their whole job, and they said I'm gonna leave it on this. They said their main goal was to protect national security. So if national security is keeping so-called black people asleep and from knowing that they ain't black, Negroes, and coloreds, what is the secret? That's the big secret. What is the secret? The secret is that most of y'all are Moors, and you're native to this land, and you got different tribal names, like tribe names of y'all tribes, and then not all of y'all are from the Moorish. Well, I say all of y'all based on my research now, by finding out what the word Moor actually mean and what the city of Ur actually was in America. The land of Nile was in America. The city of Ur was in America, right? The Nile and the Missouri River. Yeah, so that means that Ur was over here. That means that Mu Ora, because Mu means one who's of, like Musalam. And then if you say Mu Ora, that means one of light, because Ur was called a city of light. And so that means these people will be the enlightened ones. That's what Moor really means, enlightened ones. The enlightened ones, the ones who knew about how to use the stars to navigate. And they sailed from over here and went everywhere and civilized everybody. They left from over here and went to England when they had the Dark Age and raised them up, taught them about all this stuff. Because original advanced civilization start over here based on them being more in contact with extraterrestrials and the melting pot from different cultures, bringing all the information together over here to America. That's my but back. I'm just saying this. I'm done. Dang, I'm probably over my time. But the black,
look, talk your shit, guys.
That's part of the black thing. The black thing is keep them asleep. That's part of Smithsonian Institute. That's part of the whole operation from the colonization that happened to us. If America is being drained of a natural wealth by off-world beings, really, that posted up in London in this 1 square mile, what they call the banking district. And from there, that's where they set up a whole system where they can put you onto birth certificates and pretty much human traffic you and human traffic your labor and pretty much make money off you till you die, and make money off when you die, make money off your marriage, make money off when you have a baby. That's why you got to they log everything. They log everything. If you see a truck driving down the road, it's gonna have a log to it because they gotta see how much money they can tax them off of it. That's what I'm saying. It's commercial. Everything is commercial. All crimes, everything is commercial. Your life, everything. That's what this. So the black thing was to label you so they can sell you. They had to change you from being a people into being some kind of pretty much a crayon. And so they can, because they can sell crayons. They sell crayons in Family Dollars. They sell crayons in Walmart. So they can sell. They can, once they got you as a crayon, which is black, now they can sell you on the market, the dark market, to other people. Straight up. But I'm gonna leave it there. I probably went over. My bad.
No, bro. You went where you supposed to go, because what I was, that's where I wanted to go, and you broke it down perfectly, especially when you said national security. And the first thing I wanted to ask is, why national security only work when it comes against indigenous Americans? I ain't gonna lie. I talked to Rod right before I got on with you. I talked to OJ Yemi, and both of them said the exact same thing. Because you already know, from my perspective, I represent what I represent. So I got to break out of it, because when I was growing up, I was black disciple. So I'm used to saying I'm black. You know what I'm saying? And then we always saying the triple blackness. And then OJ Yemi said something today. She was like, "Yeah, but this yada yada yada." So I respect that. He would have came on tonight, but he was just saying he tired, man. Y'all working him down to the bone. You know what I'm saying? He had, you know what I'm saying, doing a lot of different work for Professor James Fund and everything else. And big shout out to you too for stepping up for the chief. But back to it, when you said national security, why does national security only work when it comes to us? The way other people take over cities, the way I want to say one point in time, the Latinos that took over Ohio or Wyoming or some shit like that, right? The way the Somalians took over Minnesota. Yo, don't you know they bombed the place in Philadelphia? Not for us taking over, but for us minding our business. Don't you know they bombed places, Black Wall Street, that was enriched? You know what I'm saying? So why is national security only work when it comes to us and our people and not nobody else?
Because everybody else because everybody else that come over here nationalize until they give it up to U.S. citizenship. They come over here with they come over here from another nation. They already got they nationalized, and then once they can get a green card or sell a soul pretty much to get us, become a citizen on this ship called the U.S. corporation. And then they give them they make a birth certificate or make them another type of certificate which they can sell and make money off of on the black dark market on the Wall Street, man. I'm telling you, it's all game. It's all hustle. So they ain't tripping on nobody being over here as long as they can log them and make money off of them.
So, but that's the thing. You can use the way they hate on black people. You know what? My apologies. The way they hate on indigenous people. If they took that same 2.whatever trillion dollars that they put in the Somalians, all the money they put in all the immigrants around the world, they putting that into the indigenous Americans. I don't see why they think they wouldn't get their money back. You see what I'm saying? I don't see how they don't think we would raise the economy even more and keep taking it to the next level. If they gave us any kind of money the way they give to anybody else, this would be New Tartaria. You see what I'm saying?
Well, I want to say something on that. I just want to say, like you said, the nation's security, our existence is a threat to the security of the nation. That's why they don't up us up. If they give us the funds, if they give us the resources, we intuitively just go out and become our own again, not because we trying to strike against them, but because we just want to do for self. So if they do up us up indigenous wise, it's only a matter of time. It could be a week, a month, a year. It's gonna be over with for them instantly, because the more we progress, their security, like for them to be secure as a nation, they can't provide their indentured servants with tools of growth, with tools of protection, with tools of self-defense, with tools of self-sufficiency, because we no longer need them when that happens. And that's where their security lies, is in us needing them.
Hey, you on point, G. Hey, real quick, I want to go back to this and ask you something real quick, Elder. How you feeling about gold and silver right now? We were just, when bro said, when it comes to these resources, when it comes to this knowledge, it's game over already. You see what I'm saying? He just said, when we get the resources, you are the resource. Now knowledge is the resource. We get unlimited information at all times. Brother's a mastermind when it comes to the AI. Both of y'all are masterminds when it comes to AI. And just like the brother said, you want to get your weight in gold. Like, what were we talking about right now? You know what I'm saying? And our people sleep to it. It's like what we're saying right now. Yeah. Did you been looking at the gold backs lately?
No, I ain't looked at the gold backs, but I see you got a couple of them, and that's nice. That's good.
Everything is matriarchic right now, right? Silver's going up. Silver's at an all-time high right now. Silver just broke $60 an ounce right now. Silver's about to take off way more than that from the price correction. Now, the reason I say this, Brian, what is silver's element? The moon, right? Moon, feminine. Silver is feminine metal, right? We're in the matriarch time. Everything's being corrected, so the value of these silver coins is being corrected. The value of the woman is being corrected. The value of wisdom is being corrected. That's just the esoteric aspect of it. Also, silver heals when you talk about different medicines. Also, it's in every piece of technology. Wait a minute. We were just talking about AI. You need how many ounces of silver is in a bomb? It answers 150. They can Google it while we're talking if they think I'm just talking to hear myself talk. But it's about 150 ounces per bomb. Silver is not an unlimited resource. It's actually a pretty rare resource. When it comes to other things like gold is gold, but silver has more uses than gold. You know what I'm saying? In the age of information, silver is actually king. You know what I'm saying? Copper is coming up next, but that's just the aspect of understanding minerals in general. Get your weight up in this gold. You know what I'm saying? Gold backs right now. Look up in the law right now. Young elder. I be talking to brothers a bit. They be talking about I ain't the news right now. In 2026, they just passed a law in several states that gold and silver will be the next currency. We got it.
They're doing it in your state. They're doing it in your state down in Florida too. I know. I heard about that.
But as soon as they came out, they discontinued them. So I got all the old ones, well, the new ones before they even came out, and then as soon as they came out, they're old already because they discontinued them.
Man, I'm gonna look at it.
So they already went up in value. So when Bud said worth our weight in gold, most definitely. And speaking on that, let's talk about. We're not gonna say black, but dark matter and melanin, right? Dark matter and melanin. Is that one and the same? Dark matter and melanin?
I think so. Melanin just a liquid form, I think of it in your body once it converts from sunlight. I think it's all light. I think it's all electromagnetic frequencies. I think black matter is a frequency. Melatonin is on that same frequency, maybe on a level where we can digest our pineal glands can digest it and use it for fuel. Yeah, so I think that's the most that's more valuable than gold. Why? Because you get a good night's sleep is worth more than gold. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, man. Look, you might think. Look, hey, see, look. Some people think that what the Bible was saying. Now, some of it is psychology by the colonizers to steal our gold and have us waiting for some pie in the sky, right? That's that they got that mechanism going on. They part, but I'm telling you, like sleep. You know that man, you don't get no good sleep, you gonna give a damn about no gold. I'm telling you, man, a good health.
If you get some gold in order to do with it, you can get a good night's sleep. I'm not
downplaying gold. I'm not downplaying gold. I'm saying that right. Like it's the reason it was God's. The reason why I say get gold and silver, like you saying, when and over crypto and all that, right? Because people say go buy crypto, go do all this, right? Because my brother he into it, he doing good. But I don't believe in crypto. I believe in buying gold and silver, like you said. I got a shitload of silver. I'm glad you said something about silver going up. I got a shitload of silver, right? Because I've been collecting that before I was collecting gold, right? I got some gold too, but I got a lot of silver. But what I was telling everybody is that when they talking about crypto is the new thing, and I was saying that when the Anunnakis came, who are also referred to the Elohim for my Bible guys, the gods, when they came here, they came digging for gold. They didn't come looking for no crypto. They ain't come looking. They came digging for gold and silver and other minerals. So minerals is real money galactically. If they came here looking for it, right? Minerals is real. So gold is real money. They call it commodity money down here on Earth. Commodity money versus fiat money. See, I'm glad you brought the gold thing up. So fiat money. Somebody said paper money, right? So the system they set up us up in is a Federal Reserve note system, which is all fiat currency, meaning it's all debt. So we ain't really make it. And then that's why I told everybody use credit cards when you buy everything, and then just use the fiat to pay the credit card in this system. That's how you get your 800 credit score right there and go get everything you want. When you go to the store, don't pay cash. Get you if you don't got no credit, don't worry. Go to a credit union and tell them you want a prepaid credit card. Give them $500. They'll give you a credit card, and then you just use that credit card to pay for gas, a little food, and then use your check, pay that credit card back. Your credit score, and keep it over a certain amount. Your credit score gonna go up every month until you get to an 800 credit score. And but so this is going with, don't spend the fiat, because if it's really a waste, you're really losing. They really tax you on the fiat, but on the credit they really don't tax you the same, and it's gonna help. This system is really based on credit because it's no money. There's really no money, George. Money's not real. This is all paper, monopoly money, George, in this system. Yeah, so it's a credit-based system. So you got to operate. That's what the other side. I got to say it like that. The Caucasians. That's how they've been getting ahead the whole time, because they know, hey, this is a credit-based system. So we got to operate in a credit format, and that's another reason why Nubians. Because we say instead of saying black, I say Nubians, because it's a whole bunch. We got our people are all over the earth. So it's different. We got different tribes, but the Nubian can cover all of us, I think. Some people might disagree. Nubians is in Africa. Well, you know what I mean. Like Nubia, it covers all from light skin all the way down to the dark skin people, right? And it's some Asians that fit into that too. It's like a whole bunch of white folks too. They call themselves Canaanites. They really Nubians too. They just albinos. But it stretches out. If you see the gold situation and the money thing, we in a system that's based on credit. So do everything in a credit way, and that's how you win in this system. Now this system is going down. I think by 2007, 27, it'll be already the whole system will be regrouped into this new quantum Ashtar command system, which is the quantum monetary system they already put together, and his banks is already going into that. And but like I say, buying gold, it ain't gonna do nothing but go up. It's like investing in a stock that ain't gonna never go down. Is it gonna go up?
Hold up, bro. You can't say something fast forward past that, like you ain't just say what you just said. Because what you just said, when you said the Ashlar command, and then you started speaking on what was because is that the same as the Kashar?
The quantum, the QFS system.
Yeah, is that the same? Because I've been waiting for them to go ahead and start speaking on the Kashar for a minute. I know Sister Kia Pruitt, Dr. Pruitt, she's always speaking on it.
Yeah,
but it's hard to get them on the mic. I want to get her on here so she can really just break it down. But do you know anything about that? The Kashar?
Yeah, that's the first time I heard that term. But if you're talking about the quantum, the QFF system that was given over by Ash, it actually was designed by Ashtar Command, because they got this system on their planet, and they gave it to Eisenhower in 1954 at I think it was Edwards Air Force Base, and they actually implemented partially some of the system years ago with the credit card system and the debit card system. That was the beginning of the electronic money on a card, and then eventually they just worked it in all the way in on you, because I remember when I was a kid, my mama used to get the food stamps, and they was in a book, and they were different color. I don't know, I might be telling people how old I am, but I used to get them. They used to get them in a book, and they used to be different colors and had like 10s, 5s. Some people in the crowd might know I'm talking about the food stamp books. And then eventually they got rid of that and put them on a card. You had to have a card, even with disability checks, Social Security checks from the government. They all on card, electronic money now. What else? Even on most jobs, you got to get an electronic card to get your money, get paid your check now. Some people, I think they force you can disagree with it. You can disagree with it and still get a check. They ain't gonna really tell you that though. You can fight it and say, "Oh no, I still want my check." Right? It's some old people that still do that. But they mostly transferred everybody to electronic money. That's part of the quantum financial system that was working it in. Now the this is really a system that really it's got good pros and cons to it, but my scary part about it, my cons about it is that Ashtar Command can rob us. They get everything on it because they already robbed us 2 or 3 times already with the system. And so they didn't already. All of a sudden, one day they wake up, everybody get robbed by some crypto guy. They take a fall guy, he go down to Central America somewhere, he disappear with 10-20 billion dollars of crypto money, and then we just try to chalk it up. No, man, so you seem like you could get robbed with that illusionary computer quantum physical like I ain't saying like I'm saying the electronic money system. I think that buying gold, because that I don't think that system gonna work for it ain't gonna work for everybody, man, because there's more control. It's more control to where I don't like you. You got $1,000 in the bank. That's all you got to make it till you get paid next time. I don't like you. Delete his money. It's gone. They can pretty much do it right now, really, but it's stipulations on federal laws. But they came in with the Chevron deficit, so now they can really rob you. Yeah, you got some good stuff.
You know what that was,
thing, brother. You doing the right
thing.
You
know what that was?
But, what would you say?
You know what that is?
What was that?
That's Bass Reeves.
No, it's a gold coin. I just huh?
No, that's Bass Reeves.
Who that on now?
Bass Reeves.
Oh yeah, I know about Bass Reeves, the lawman. Yeah, the lawman.
No, man, look, we having a great conversation because usually I'm always talking about these different things, but the reason you get certain silver coins, first off, you can manifest with them if you get the right images on them and whatnot, and then even the history of them having certain things magnifies it. You know what I'm saying? So, one, if you're going to invest in silver, get something you don't mind looking at, because you want to have it to put up and you can just stare at it and manifest with it. Yeah. You can scry the same way we scry into obsidian. You can scry into gold. People don't even understand, when you got gold, you can manifest with your thoughts. They know this. The Khazarians, they know this. That's why they get in the music industry. That's and right. When you can gold, they want you to say the most ignorant stuff you can, because you're magnifying energy. We're gold and diamonds. Magnify. Talk about death. Talk about killing. Right. Magnify. But if you got this same gold and silver and you magnifying a high vibration, you're gonna mess up that. They tell you the whole thing, how these things are shapeshifters and everything else, and how certain vibrations mess them up. High vibrations always messes up these shapeshifters. And silver, like I say, silver has so many uses. Remember, the elders used to always tell us, silver used to get the vampires, silver used to get the werewolves, silver used to get the evil spirits, iron used to get evil spirits. That's metal magic. You know what I'm saying? Lagoon type shit. What you think about Black Rock? Right. What's on your mind?
Nah, I ain't thinking. I'm listening to the conversation, digesting it.
Yes, sir. It's just amazing. The last couple. What's that, Chief?
I got something to say based on what you just said about the people in the industry and how they with the gold. And so we're dealing with a form of energy, because these people call themselves celebrities, and they stars. The stars deal with energy, right? And then they got fans. A fan blows energy. It blows air. And if you're a guy that's a outside guy that know how to build a fire outside, you country boy, and you get that fire, you got to blow on it to get it going. Sometimes you might have to blow on it, but if you pour gas on it, something can pour gas that on there, blow that, put a towel on or something. Yeah, but you got to blow that fire. So it stands the reason, if they are a star, then they are a form of energy. And then if it stands the reason that if they call these people fans, and they're giving energy or blowing energy onto this star, which is a ball of fire. And so the more fans they get, the bigger star they become, because more if you blow bigger, more you blow onto that fire, the bigger it get. Right? So these stars, the more fans they get, the bigger they get. Now, it's another part to that, because that's why they use they want these fans. I mean these stars when they get a certain level of some amount of energy, they want to harness them. They want them when you get that $5 million range, 2 albums out, class C, high going to B, celebrity, really a star celebrity, because celebrity deals with celestial. They want to harness your energy. That's why they bring you in to do all these rituals so they can steal your energy. But I just want to say that part though.
Man, you guys like we touching on a lot, and some people laugh back in the day. They used to laugh at it. Now they're taking it a lot more serious. I wonder why. You know what I'm saying? Now that we taking the things more serious, some people don't want to have these conversations, but it's just important to have a conversation. We ain't saying believe everything. Look at research it. You said when you said something about I can't remember what year you said and what president you said, but you said about the trade. Eisenhower, yeah, that's something they can do the research on. You see what I'm saying? A lot of this information. A lot of this information ain't no new information. And I'm all about just like creating that crystal city. If everything else in the prophecy is true, then I believe that crystal city can be created too. Because that's true. You know what I'm saying? That means we just gotta get our 21 elders and create it. In Galactic movies, one of the brothers said, or goddesses said, in the Galactic movies, Star Wars, Star Trek, etc., they use tokens to purchase items in markets, and solid, liquid, gas, plasma, minerals to trade and buy and sell as well. And that's what we're gonna be doing soon. Listen, that's why you invest in different kind of bars. Like while we talking, I'll be showing different things, but each one of them, you see that image? That's 5 ounces, right? Now I can give you 5 ounces in that. The different kind of, you can do anything with silver. More than anything, God gave you gold and silver to be an artist, to be creative with it, to have all sorts of different things, right?
Yeah.
So one, you can that person said to trade something, right?
Yeah.
You think we can trade these? If we into our own indigenous currency,
and
we have our own indigenous currency, right? I got a couple silver gorillas, right? And for people, and he said, and Sister Mary Moss said, if you want to donate to Sister Mary Moss, buy her an ounce of silver. If you want to donate to Rob said, buy him a gorilla silver coin. He got him. I don't know why but these are all different things that we're creating our own bank. You see what I'm saying? It's certain things that I'm gonna tell you something else. If you were just in some survival type stuff, simple things, right? Floss will be worth money in the future.
Right.
You don't know about floss, how strong that string is. You can floss is super long, and you can do damn near everything with it. It's certain things. Baking soda will be. It's certain like minerals. That's baking soda, things of that nature. Silver, you can throw this in your water and purify your water. The same as shunga, it'll purify your water. It kills bacteria and viruses. What are we talking about right now?
Right.
You know what I'm saying, on the science aspect. So you just get different things that represent your culture, because once you're now we got in computer chips, sacred computer chips. Because it's a reflecting metal. Remember, we were talking about the moon, right? So you put this silver coin, and you're doing, and you know what to do and how to, and whatever spell you're doing, you're putting this silver coin under a full moon, and the moon's reflecting off it. You're communicating with the moon. You're communicating with the ancestors or spiritual beings around anything. Now, when it comes to the trade, do you always want to trade a big bar? You need small bars, or do you need these gold backs? See, gold backs is what you trade. Don't wait for them to do it. Go ahead and pivot. You know what I'm saying? Don't wait for them they already told you what they're planning to do. So already have your money already ready. That's what the gold backs is for, because it's I can pay you with this right now. You can buy a car with this right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just collection game. I love it, man. I think all of us should be in it. I like like they be like, I hate when these broke they don't want nothing. I like be like, oh, that's just material things. What you talking? What are we here for? You can say whatever you want to say, but when it comes to tangibles, I get this, and I know one thing: it's growing. It's growing in value every day. People want to be stuck in the struggle and be cool with being stuck in the struggle instead of just going out there and getting what's rightfully yours. You see what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna cut you off. I ain't go ahead. I was gonna say what I said. You finish.
No, I'm just real big on having, like having. You know what I'm saying? All that going without and everything else.
Oh yeah, fire.
You see what I'm saying? That's a $100 coin. So when you get ready to I'm sorry, it was $500 when I bought it. Now that's like a 1 in 300 silver dragon coins, and that's from Africa Macy's. This one was made in Chad. Like people don't even know Chad had their own thing. This is the double dragon Phoenix coin.
That joint fire.
You see what I'm saying? If we have our own currency, that means we can do deals without them knowing what the fuck we doing. Yeah. That's what's fucking up the economy right now. We can make money and do different things, and we're not getting taxed on top of getting taxed.
Yeah.
No indigenous people should be paying taxes. After this year, get your money, flip your money, invest your tax check into gold and silver. But then after that, what are we paying taxes for? Right. You know what I'm saying? If you can play with the straw man a little bit, if you know how to play both realms, play both realms, get the money, get this land. It's time to duck off, get this property, because one of these is going to buy me a house and some land. You see what I'm saying? Just one of them. With technology going the way technology going. So yeah, no, I like your
investment strategy. I like your investment strategy on better your format better than like playing the stock for investment, because like it's like, you know, when the system reset, you rather have tangible natural wealth than have some trust them with your money in their pocket. You know what I'm saying? You know, my uncle used to say I can hold my money better than the bank.
Look,
so why put 10,000 in the bank, and then we can go buy what you buying.
Look, I don't know too much about you, right? Where are you from again?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, Louisiana.
You see what I'm saying? Life done taught us. I know one thing. Life done taught us common sense, right? Yeah. All the extra shit people be trying to use big word. Life taught us common sense. Don't do business with nobody you can't shoot in their face. Don't do business with nobody. Why would I? Now we learn this. This is how we get trained against each other. But we'll trust the right man with our stocks and bonds, and then they turn the power off and say, "Oops, we don't know where your money at." Be for real, you know what I'm saying? They laughed at us and called us dumb and everything else when we had the big old gold chains and silver chains and everything else. They were laughing at us. Are they laughing now?
Yeah.
This was always our culture. This was always our culture. Now we might have forgot what we were using it for, but now that we, you know what I'm saying? Now we didn't know. Man, look. Bro, I'm so ready for the great reset, because what we gonna do with it? Now we need to be preparing. You always got to think just like them. They think 20 years in advance. We need to be thinking 30 years in advance and longer than that. We talking about dynasties. So go ahead, guys. Hold on, let me see what else.
Oh yeah, no. Another thing is another thing that's critical. Like what you're saying about the gold, silver. Like I said, that's real money. That's what the extraterrestrials who will probably maybe 500,000 years or so ahead of us and knowledge of technology, they can't looking for gold. They ain't come digging for no cryptos or nothing like that. So it stands the reason, like I say, gold is a universal. Another thing is knowledge is power, they say, but they don't really break that down good enough, because it's a book called The Art of Sun Tzu that teach you how to survive like anything. It's a book that I got it in the garage. I should have had it in here to show you. It's a book called The Art of Sun Tzu. It tells you how to survive. It's called The Galactical Hand Guide. That book there is worth like a whole stack of gold. That one book, because it teaches you how to survive, like in the wilderness. It teaches you how to survive on pretty much any situation. And so that knowledge is power to go along with that gold. The knowledge of how to purify water is in that book. The knowledge of how to find food, like for one instance. And I wrote about this in a book I put out called The Language of the Birds book. If you're looking for food and you see an eagle, that eagle gonna be no more than 5 to 20 miles from a river. And if you wake up in the morning at 5 o'clock early and you see an eagle when he's flying, just follow him. He's gonna be going to the river to get some fish. And so you just follow him to the river. Yeah. So this is stuff that's in that book of Art of Sun Tzu, the Galactical Hand Guide. So that's knowledge that you also gonna need when this system, because Mystery Babylon is gotta go away. But the stuff that and so we need to convert to what he got, like the stuff that the brother Orisha Stone was saying about we should have been, if you got over 100,000 crazy money like that, you won't got none of what the brother Orisha got, you really way behind. You really so far. You got that much money sitting around and you ain't bought no gold and silver and no coins, Jay-Z really gave us the game on that. Jay-Z, they talk a lot about Jay-Z. Yeah, Jay-Z, they talk a lot of shit about Jay-Z, but Jay-Z really he say what he can say without them top guys that he answered to getting on them. But he said on that one track, he said that OJ, where he talks about equity and buying a building, and the building went up, now it's 100,000 from 10 to 3 million. And so we talking about things that appreciate. Like when you go buy a car, that shit automatically go down as soon as you drive out the lot. When you buy a handgun or a gun, that shit go up as long as you keep it.
Tell him now.
It's about guns and butter. Hey, what you got on that? Richard Stone, Black Rock, guns and butter. Right? You got shit that appreciate and then shit that melt away. Like I'm about rings, gold rings. Go ahead.
No, I'm listening to that your baby boy.
Yeah, guns and butter, man. You got guns and butter. Like, so when you got to think about if you can't get no money for it, or it ain't gonna go up when you buy it, then that's you really taking a loss. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, everything you got, you ain't taking no loss. You ain't taking no loss. Like what you spend on that, you ain't taking no loss on it. You ain't taking no loss. If you going up, and it just only a matter of time, like a time bomb on how far it goes. That's the only thing, man. I'll tell you,
bro.
That's why I say crypto go down, but gold, crypto go down. Huh?
When you said about Jay-Z, that was perfect analogy. Because when Jay-Z said, when I bought this, it was 300. Now it's 700. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
When he said about that, it was 3 million. Somebody said gold. The cost of melanin is 500 per gram. A gram of gold right now is about 150, anywhere from 130 to 150. So melanin, 1 gram of melanin is $500 per gram. Now, how do they extract that? I don't know, and I don't want to know. But that's literally, we always keep having that conversation about melanin being worth more than gold. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They extract it from little kids from third world, Nubian countries.
Man, how do they the numbers?
Huh?
No, I'm responding to what you said. Like, how do they come up with
my ancestors, from my old people who died in the hospital that ain't really sick? They say, "Oh yeah, well, there's something wrong with you." Then they harvest their organs and then still they melt them. That's what. Hey, that's another thing I want to say, Richard Stone. Hey man, watch your elders. If they go to the hospital, be up there with them, man. Don't let them go take them in their body. Let them go in their body themselves, because they killing our elders. I'm telling you, man. It's part of the plot to get rid of the Social Security system.
No, it's a lot. The whole world is flipping, and if we act like we ain't gonna pay attention to it, whatever, or you can pivot and go ahead and get ready for it. And I'm always telling people we can come together. Actually, I just did a live yesterday with some amazing people. I'm acting like we ain't getting better, but we actually are. I just had a conversation with Mama Callie. You familiar with Mama Callie?
Oh, Mama Callie. Nah.
She from the Georgia Big Chief. She not always on social media, but when she do pop up, it's kind of a big thing. She one of the big mamas on the land. Yeah. I asked Rod about it, you know what I'm saying? But she came on the network yesterday and she had brought some little dudes from South Africa. This is the reason I be trying to like pay attention to everything, because they hear stuff. You got to realize this cell phone, you got connection to the whole intergalactic empire. You see what I'm saying? Right. And you don't have to listen to what they're saying on the news when you connect it to the people that's the real people on the land. Bro, on the land, he say, brother, is there any way that you can get in contact with Rod Hayes and Sister Mara Moss? I say, yes, sir, I got you. I introduce them. These come to find out, one of them is the rightful owner to the land of the Khoisan clan. And they got almost acres. Watch live tomorrow. They can explain it better. I'm not overstanding until I understood what was going on. Meanwhile, Mama Kylie was just telling us how she got all these hundreds and hundreds of acres that she's trying to develop. That's the call. The elder already told you what was needed, and ain't nobody answering the call. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot of people that like we're doing business with them on minerals, gold and silver and everything else. So it's a lot going on. I don't know about everybody. Everybody don't got to get on the ark, but I'm trying to set us up for wealth. Like people don't understand what wealth is. You know what I'm saying? And I like that you be breaking it down. Like we could be on the esoteric thing, we could talk all day and tomorrow, but what we doing, like if we talking about we are the ancestors like nice things. I hate to tell y'all, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, we all y'all in the material things, or y'all just doing the what did the ancestors have? Didn't the ancestors have these things? Then they said, look, they said when you wake up, you're gonna get all your stuff right back as soon as you claim it.
Hey, you know something too? You said something about wealth, and I think wealth is health. And I think another part of us that we need to know is what herbs that naturally grow in the forest around your house. Like I know people that got ginger growing beside their house and they don't even know what it is. It's like a whole bunch of roots growing on side of their house, man. You know, so knowing what herbs, like they tell us elderberries, well, they tell us was snake berries when I was little. Don't eat them, they snake berries, but to come to find out they elderberries and they use to clean your lungs out. So I think knowing about the herbs, going in the forest, I got a book on herbs that go in the forest and knowing how to identify those herbs and then know how to make for the young girls especially and the young boys. Because we got to start our own Boy Scout or whatever they call it, right? They Boy Scout was taking doing some weird shit. So we got to start our own. We do us a whole nother Boy Scout and Girl Scout where we have a certain type of on Saturday where a high power alchemist that's a herbalist take the children into the forest and show them what herbs that they can use to heal certain things, and then show them how to make it up. Show them how to make it into a medicine form. Utilize it, because we knew this before Rockefellers. The Rockefellers is the ones that came in and set up the new educational system in 1903, the General Educational Board, where they re-educate and they altered the medicine, our medicine systems over here. We knew all of this information. My grandma knew a lot of it. That like I think my grandma is the last generation that know a lot. But a lot of people that was old souls probably learned a lot from their grandmother or their great aunt that still knew some of this stuff on the land that held to it before the colonizers and before the Rockefellers. So what you think about that? Knowing different herbs to be able to do that'll be like worth gold. That'll be worth gold. If you can heal, you would be like a doctor. Yeah, if you know how to heal somebody, they'll give you gold for that. You can exchange that gold for them herbs, right?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yo, you know what's funny?
Yeah,
I had to make a choice tonight because Uncle Hank just called me. He wanted me to come on his show. And on his show tonight, it was supposed to be me, him, and Y Power. Big shout out to Y Power. He sells Oregon. Like if after you come on this show, switch it up, go to that show, keep getting that information. But this brother saying we also do the almanac. We go out in nature and everything, and look at different. Like you were saying, elderberry grows everywhere. Ginger, the best way to know what's growing in your yard is to plant it. You see what I'm saying? You got your own ginger growing. You got your own onions growing. Simple stuff. You see what I'm saying? Potatoes is easy to grow. Okra is easy to grow.
Right.
When you talk about, man, this plant right here is one of the best healing plants, and I can't pronounce the name of it, but it's a South American plant, and it grows like weeds. But you can just chew it or put it in tea or whatever, right? And it cures almost everything. You know what? I can't say all that, but I'll find a name and I'll put it in, and then this right here, something as easy as cloves. Like you pop them in there and just chew them like, you know what I'm saying? That clean a lot of things out of you. So yeah, man, I'm most definitely with the herbs. I'm not the best with the herbs. I'm more into minerals and things of this nature, like this brother's talking about. I like our mineral banks, but that's important. I know how important it is. I want to invest in it. And I like support anybody that's in that function. How about you, Black Rock?
I mean, yeah, mineral banks is definitely the way to go. Anything happens, you feel me? Plants start to die out, people start to lose seeds or they GMO. We gotta have somebody who got that backup.
I was just talking to a goddess in Philadelphia. Big shout out to her, So Sophisticated. We were talking about her having a seed bank recently. So now we might take that a little bit more serious, seed banks and everything else. And like I said, Queen of Food, she said she had acres and acres of land. The brothers in Africa, they got acres and acres of land, and they grow castor oil. And I know we can do a lot of different things with castor oil, and it was something else. Like we were talking about the medicines, they were showing me all these different herbs, and he's an herbalist. He was showing me all these different herbs. Of course, I don't know what they are now, but that's the reason we on this Obsidian screen. When we talking, ain't no takes backs. People can go back and study it, or somebody can hit you up and make connections.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? This brother just said he's gonna send me all these different herbs that we can come over here and put in our tea. And this, it might do anything for us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I thought then bro had all sorts of, well, I could say he in his own indigenous bright place. So he had a bunch of lion teeth on him and everything else. So all that, like all that spiritual medicine in his own way. I'm most definitely for all that, the herbs, the crystals, all of it, all is one.
Yeah. So like I said, like like a skill. So a skill is gonna be just like gold too. Learning us, because they don't teach us no skills no more. It's mostly the educational system is set up for us to be pretty much workers and slaves. So a skill, learning how to actually make a sword or make a gun, because they make a gun, from smelt metal. A blacksmith, all these different traits are gonna be worth just the same as gold, because people are gonna trade silver and gold for you to do these certain things. Especially knowing it's a lot of things I can get into as far as different traits, but the main ones are gonna be the people that can fish, people that know how to grow food, people that know how to build like houses, and run do like stuff that's gonna benefit us in the future as far as their skill. And so your a trait is gonna be worth its weight in gold, because I think he posted it a while back. Somebody said it was worth their weight in gold. So a skill gonna be worth its weight in gold. I'm telling you, man. In the future.
Not really.
That go back to that go back to not just having plants and minerals, but also mobility, like horses, stuff that could, get people from here to there. You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I believe luxury is our culture. And like they say, build an empire. No, we ain't building no empire. Empire in the last 5 seasons on Fox. We building a dynasty. We want to go way longer than empire. You know what I'm saying? No, man, I appreciate y'all. No, we pushing at about 1:16, and they don't even feel like it, so we can go as long as y'all want to go. Right now, let me pass the ball to you real quick, Black Rock. Like we talking about skills and everything else. The amount of knowledge you have in AI is gold. You know what I'm saying? That's the new currency, because the attention is currency, and AI has got everybody's attention right now. So how much gold do you got? You know what I'm saying? Not to mention how much knowledge. If we saying knowledge is currency, and how much knowledge do you get from your AI? You see what I'm saying? And what you can do. And when I say that, I'm saying like they got people trading for them with AI. They got people doing doing business, buying property and selling with AI. All they doing is waking up and collecting a check.
Yeah,
and people
that's crazy, right? That's crazy, right?
Well, I want to say this on that note. People gotta have a purpose, integrity. Like, don't just go into it just for finances. Go into it for growth and development, and let the finance be the result. You feel me? Like, that's a lot of people right now, they trying to jump on trends or whatnot, but they don't really in their mind see a purpose for the future of like the way I use AI. I'm not useful or good at using AI because I'm the AI man. I'm useful and good at using AI because I acknowledge my observations of reality, you feel me? And then I go back into AI and, you feel me, just dialogue on it, elaborate on it, grow from it, develop on it. I'm not just going into AI to get information. I'm taking what I already know to be true in the reality in the realm that I live in right now. And then I'm taking that information there. I'm upgrading, updating the system, because the people who built AI, they thinking was linear. My thinking not linear. So I'm able to, you feel me? So I think people need to start with self. Once you start with self, like my core acknowledgement is separation is an illusion. You feel me? Ain't no separation between me and you. It goes back to the conversation about space not really being there, or not really being don't really exist. It's not that space don't really exist. It's our perception of what space is that is distorted. You feel me? Once you see space as not as a separation or as a distance, but as a field, you feel me? Like once you see space as the womb, then you'll know that when they say space doesn't exist, it's not that it don't exist. It's just that you can get from point A to point B without necessarily moving physically.
That's right.
You feel me? So
hey,
deep.
And that's real. That's why I say that's why I always like having hit the brother on, because he don't just look on it as a business aspect of it. He's looking at it from the wholeness aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody just said in the now watch this. Brother said in the UK they control the gold so much you can't get anything over 9K gold, rubbish folks. But if you can communicate with us, you can hit us up, send the funds, and we'll get it for you and mail it to you. You see what I'm saying? Somebody said, where do we? You can get gold back from anywhere, but if you get it with me, I'm telling you now, if you're shopping with me, what I'm doing is, I think anything over $500, they can't tax you. Two, the more you buy, it's just like the dope game. The more you buy, the cheaper it gets.
Yes.
When it gets in the gold, now listen to what I'm trying to tell you. If a gram of gold is a gram of gold is like, it depends. Every day it go up and down. Yesterday's price don't be today's price. But let's just say today's at 135 to 150. If I'm buying 5 of them, they'll drop the price to maybe 111 a gram. So, but if I bought 5 of them, now that doesn't change the spot value of that gold. You see what I'm saying? And it don't change the fact that the gold is only still going up tomorrow and the next day, and the next day, and the next day.
Yeah.
So your money already flipped the second you bought it. That's the only thing that I know, that your money starts coming right then and there. Like you can take it to the next pawn shop and sell it and make more if you wanted to do that cycle, or you just sit and hold like a bank, like a trust. If you're in the UK and you can communicate, I just finished talking to some people in Africa. I do business with people in the UK all the time. Send your funds. I ain't about to fuck up my name over no money. Send your funds. I get to go for you, mail it to you, and you assign for it. That's how we do it. You know what I'm saying? If you want gold backs, invest with us. We put our money together. We buy more and get more for less. It's just like you buying dope. Since gold has doubled, who is bought all the gold? Hey, that's a damn good question. You want that, young elder?
Who buying all the gold?
To be honest,
go ahead,
young elder. Oh,
go
no,
ahead
I was
first.
gonna say I ain't really too known on that.
Okay, since the gold double, who buying all the gold? Well, for the most part, it was the rich elites. They was collecting most of the gold. A lot of for the most part, it's the Rothschilds, Rockefellers, these guys, but the Black Hand control them. So they really was running for all the gold. But a lot of the gold got recovered not too long ago. A lot of our gold over here from the Vatican by Donald Trump. And so that's another part too. And then with the anarchies coming back to make the last gold collection, they're gonna make gold go through the roof. Because it's a whole bunch of people. Yeah, and then they building new devices that use gold and mainly silver in these in these electric cars and things. And that's why silver finna go so high. That's why certain areas is being flooded out that's got high content underground in silver. They causing floods. They're wiping the Mexicans out down in Central America, man. It's got they're telling you it's high concentrations of silver down there. When the area where the whole flood just wiped out their whole down there half of their country. Yeah, because they're gonna get this silver. And they're gonna use that to generate. It's gonna be a lot of technology. See, look, the more technology, the more gold and silver they're gonna need to build that technology. And they fiat system on God long, man. So, like I was telling everybody, like what the brother Orisha Stone is doing, he already ahead of the game. And where we need to be on as far as collecting that gold. And like I say, that's the seeds. That's another thing. Somebody else need to be on the seeds. Everybody need to have do what they do. But if we don't be prepared for what's coming, it ain't no bad thing that's coming. It's just gonna be it'll be them getting ripped off of us. The monkey getting ripped off our back. When a monkey get ripped off your back, you go through withdrawals. And what I mean, the monkey is the way their system is set up, everything is right here. Like, and we're gonna have to go back to doing certain things ourselves, like the Honorable Elijah Muhammad used to talk about. self, right? And so by force now, because we had a choice during the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's time in the 1940s when he put Message to the Black Man. And I don't know if he put it out in the 1940s, but he put a book out called Message to the Black Man. And that was the time then to start doing for self. That was one of his main promotes, right? And but now we're going to be forced to do for self by galactical divine ordained by the planet and our ancestors. We're going back to the original system. And so, like I say, a lot of people don't know how to do none of the stuff that I named. But if you get that book, The Art of Senzu, the Galactical Handbook, and take your kids fishing. Take your kids fishing. Take your kids hunting if you can, so they can learn all these things, man. You know, because those are like gold. Because you ain't gonna be worried about no gold if you can't get no food when it's time to crunch. But like I say, that gold could get you some food though. So it's gold. You know what I'm saying? The gold.
It's all about the mentality. Like the mentality that we have, especially you growing up in Louisiana, especially you growing up in Florida. Regardless of what they thought, the Mississippian culture. That Mississippi culture has always been barter and trade anyway. That's why we were always, when they used to sit down by the river, I'm talking about Mississippi culture, I'm talking about like the Olmecs, we were always trading with each other. Before that, think about it, the Olmecs were traders. They literally said they traded for things with other people. That means there were other people here. So we miss the little words, but we say we're traders, we naturally like this anyway. So when they like force, when you say we reinforce, I'm glad we reinforced to go back to our original ways. Now, the thing is, we get real creative. We way more smart than we put on. When we're lazy, of course, when everything being, you know what I'm saying? When we get lazy, you're not as creative. But when it's grind time, when the pressure get on you, when you like with Deadpool, when they put that pressure on, that's when you get your powers. That's when you start thinking clear, like maybe we start hunting and everything else. Yo, real quick, because I don't want to forget this. You always be talking about Predator. And I've been watching Predator since I was young too, and I always saw how they had the locks and they was in the trees and how they were the most athletic, the biggest people. And we always talk about the Anunnaki, and I'm not completely convinced about the whole Anunnaki scenario. I think it's a lot that they tell us that they want us to they steer whole situations to make it sound like one thing and another. But also I know that the CIA has a lot of files and records on things that they didn't create. So we do need to have these kind of conversations. Yeah. Now, what's your take on the Yasha, the Predators?
They were crossbred species that evolved from the Andromedan galaxy. They like a cross between like humanoids, like these ant species that come from the Tarsidian, and then a termite species got crossbred, and they used to come here a long time ago. Doc talk about them, and I think it's I don't know. I think it might be the Man from Planet Ridge book or one of those books. We talk about them coming here to hunt prehistoric animals, and they used to come in and hunt dinosaurs with just like they show you in the movie with all of the technology. And they used to come here every time they would come here. Their technology would get better, and better. They came here to develop their war strategy, but eventually. Some beings got loose from the Andromedan galaxy, and there was another group of beings that was working for the reptilians. Really, they were reptilians and avatars, and they were bringing another creature back. They call them xenomorphs in the movie, right? The Alien movie. These xenomorphs were face huggers, where they jump on their face and then birth a baby out their stomach, right? So they were bringing them beings back to invade Earth, but they got shot down by these guys because once the Galactic Federation hired these guys to hunt all of these beings down, they had escaped from another galaxy. They came here and they weren't supposed to be here yet until both of the galaxies joined on. So them beings live like an ant race. They got a queen. They live underground. They got worker beings. They got the warrior clan. The warrior clan is the ones you see in the movie. You don't see the queen and the worker clan because they stay on the planet probably, or be a house of the ship. But the ones y'all see in the movie Predators, the war clan, ant clan, and they come here. And like I said, they hadn't been to Earth in a while because they part of a treaty now that where they don't come to Earth no more. But they the government know about them though. And the only way you would send them, the only way you would see them here if they got sent to hunt another species. Yeah, that's fire. That's fire.
When do they give you one?
But they huh?
No,
Yeah,
I like that.
if you fight with them, and if you fight with them against their enemies and you survive and you save their life for one of them, they might give you one of those things.
They'll join you to the clan. And it's funny because I thought they were talking about us. I thought they were some way related to us. One, they're matriarch society, and they've always said that they're a matriarch society. They're actually an honorable society. They don't kill innocent people. They don't, like the movie started switching them up, but they don't kill innocent people, pregnant women, kids. Right. If you're not a threat, they won't. They're not here for you. They were enslaved, and they were just making sure that they're the most powerful being out here. You know what I'm saying? They're not going for the weaklings. They're going for the most powerful. You know what I'm saying? Predator. They were enslaved one point in time. All their so-called ornaments or intergalactic passports or technology. Their bracelet is technology. Right. You know what I'm saying? Everything has a purpose, and he most definitely showed that in the last Predator. You saw the last one?
No, I haven't seen the last one. They said somebody said it was hot. I hadn't seen the last one. The one that just came out, right? Like
there's only 4 good ones. All the rest of them ass. The first one, the second one was good. The first one was of course classic. The second one, then we're gonna skip to because the other ones they were just trying to do some just do some. That's what kind of together, but when you're already in the comic book and everything else, you go. But I was just telling bro, he need to read it too because they got a lot of subliminals in there. Everything we just touched on about the herbs, he said, when I go back to my natural state of mind, this is the Predator. He learned about the herbs. He learned which herbs would help him, which herbs can, what plants can help him, what is in nature. The first thing he did, I'm telling you, they were talking about us. Then no weakness can be shown in its matriarch society. Your only way you can even mate in this matriarch society is through how many trophies you have. What did you do to support this family? Not all.
So, you know on the part 4, on the new part, they show like they home planet.
Yeah, they were on Yasha Prime.
Oh yeah. I gotta go watch that then.
But they were on Yasha Prime. But they have an initiation prime. They have an initiation planet called the Death Planet. That's one of the places they go to get their first blood. You see what I'm saying? Okay. All of them are ritualistic. Now the reason I said keep bringing this up, I keep bringing it up because it's the same as the Nomo. It's the same as the there's tribes that we don't know about. There's tribes in Africa we don't know about.
Yeah.
You see me?
Yeah. What the heck? Yeah, what is it, man? Oh, that's an African mask.
Something like that. But the power in the mask was also the power in the mask for the they got all that stuff from us. You see what I'm saying? And they just like they did Avatar. And Avatar being those people in Kenya and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? They got that whole Predator thing from us, man. I'm telling you, the way we were swinging from trees down here in Florida and being able to blend in with nature and know how. Some intergalactic omics.
Because the Predator, I believe that Predator was here a long time ago. Like I said, during the dinosaur time, and goes back with our Naga ancestors. They said they used 22 different races to 23 actually, with the 23rd was the Anunnakis. And I believe that those people are in our DNA. I believe that those predator people in our DNA is one of the species that walk for the warrior side of us.
I most definitely. I'm telling you, bro. That mask I just showed you is ancient African samurai. He's from Dahomey. So they're a reptilian tribe. All of them are reptilian tribes. They lie like that. You know what I'm saying? All of us are reptilian tribes. Serpent clans, turtle clans, frog clans, crocodile clans. The crocodile is the messenger of Olokun. The serpent is the messenger of Olokun. The turtle represents wisdom and the elders. The frogs represents fertility. So all these different things. If I showed you this whole thing right here, it's a mural where they overstood their purpose in the overall scheme of things or the ecosystem. But it also goes back to, I was having a conversation with Goddess Lavina, and she was like, well, those are just concepts. A lot of people said those entities that you're seeing in Egypt are just concepts. You're a fool if you think that you really saw a man with a crocodile head on his head, or a snake head, or a falcon head. You're a fool, but y'all believe in the Anunnaki, and you believe that they told you that they were splicing and trying to create something so they can live on this realm. And the first thing wasn't a human head, because the humans, as we know it, weren't here. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So they were splicing all sorts of different things. That's where you get the Griffin from. They were splicing all sorts of different things with different mix-match. In the text, they call it abominations. And they say that in the military files too. You see what I'm saying? They were mixing, matching all sorts of DNA. So
yeah, I want to get also to go a step further, different extraterrestrials that from different species, like the alligator looking ones, and the bird people looking, and you know, all these different species, they came here, some of them took suits, like bodies, a suit, earth suit. It's like the body is like a uniform. Like a uniform, and this is Earth is a school, and when you come here, you got to put on the school uniform. That's our Earth body. So some of y'all don't look like humans. Some of y'all look like a lion or a bird being or reptilian being. Most of us got reptilian in us. Our uniform is reptilian, like for like a lot of most 60% of the part, right? But what I'm saying is they don't mean, but a lot of people they look like a certain animal, a higher dimensional animal being that incarnated here for school and put on a uniform. So they might had a name Snake, but they really act like a snake. Or they might have a name. I know some niggas like that. I got a name Snake. I know some women with the name Bird. They act like Bird. Yeah. Like, you know, my Ain't Bird, I got an auntie named Ain't Bird. Then you got with the name Frog. I got a cousin named Frog. He look just like a frog.
Little rabbit.
You know, say,
yeah, when we get rabbit. We're in our indigenous culture. That's how we were. Anyway, when you're in plant medicine, you can connect to those animals and you can find your spirit animal. Like if you get on DMT or shrooms or something. First off, DMT is damn near that's already reptilian. It's frog DNA. It's frog poison. You see what I'm saying? Some of it is plant poison, of course, mushrooms, but mushrooms ain't even from this planet. We keep going back to the out of the world thing. Mushrooms ain't from this planet. They received it down here to down so to enlighten our minds. You know what I'm saying? But they'll help you connect with you. You can talk to the animals when you're on mushrooms and everything. And people don't understand that's ancestral intelligence within itself, because they're telling you how to communicate with the overmind programming. You see what I'm saying? When you're on mushrooms and DMT, the whole world looks like a video game, don't it? You do shrooms?
Oh, me, no, I never did them before, but I've been around people that did them, and I observed, did a data on how they react on.
Man, we gonna have a little ceremony for Nagaloka. That's March 21st to 22nd. And it's going to be in the Tampa area. It's going to be a bunch of chiefs out there. Last couple years ago, we did it in Tallahassee. It was big. But now we're going to go down to Tampa and tag team with a couple of them down there. But it's going to be an experience down there. And we go to the mountains and the springs and everything else so you can experience shrooms the right way, like out in nature without all the Wi-Fi and all these That's why all these frequencies mess you up, because when you're on shrooms, you want to connect just like the Avatar. You want to connect with the trees. You know what I'm saying? You want to connect with the animals and everything else. You'd be surprised, guys. They say China is buying the gold and silver. The U.S. is playing checkers while China is playing Game of Thrones. I'm going to tell you like this. Please do not think the U.S. is crazy. Please do not think that there's not an overmind playing. We playing like we playing chess. The whole time we playing Game of Thrones. We most definitely playing Game of Thrones. There's a lot of stuff going on that we don't know about, that they don't talk about. But just like when Donald Trump first got in office, the first thing he was talking about the gold in Fort Knox, and nobody would pay attention to it and act like we weren't going to talk about that no more. You see what I'm saying? You remember when they were talking about that, Young Elder?
Yeah.
About the gold in Fort Knox. What you think about that? You think America playing checkers or chess?
America's playing chess, but like I say, that gold China buying the gold. That's a good thing because China buying all the gold, but technology is the new future. Like technology, you know what I'm saying? Like having free electricity, having free all these everything. Like, well, you know what I'm saying? I know we're gonna have it free eventually, but what I'm saying is that it's a lot of technology that America got that worth. I'm telling you, it's some extraterrestrials that come here don't give a damn about gold. All they want is DNA, human DNA. Yeah, I tell you, man. But
we got to get through with a whole lot of stuff real fast because they're coaches, huh?
Look, it's like this. I'm gonna say this: if you don't got no children, what will happen to that gold if something happened to you? So children are worth more than gold. I'm telling you, because you gotta have. I'm gonna tell you the story. It was a man that owned some land, and he had a family on there working for him, and he didn't have no kids, and he died, and the land went to the man children who was working for him. So the children inherited want to inherit that gold. So make sure you have some children so they can inherit the wealth.
I'm saying
that's look.
That's what it's about right there. Like people be thinking small children. When I get into anything, like I said, I buy them comic books. I buy them things that really make sense in the future.
Yeah.
I like artifacts. I like art. I like art and painting because guess what? 20 years from now, these stones still gonna be here. This bronze still gonna be here. The Benin bronze, these artifacts still gonna be here. That's something we pass down, and they don't do nothing but gain value. Not that you're gonna sell it, but guess what? You don't have to sell it. You can start your own gallery, your own museum if you want to. You see what I'm saying? So, and with the silver and gold, like I said, bro, we the only people that all not you in general, but some people. I just deal with some people that always have excuse for being broke or excuse for not wanting things. Yeah. But once you get into this game, and you have a wife or you have kids, I got to make sure all of us straight. They got a saying in the Hadith back in the day that you can't truly believe until you want for your brother what you want for yourself. I want all this to shine so we don't have to want. We don't have to, like you said, free energy. Free energy is already at our fingertips. We just don't have the. We have the technology to do it. We just don't have to come together to do it. Free energy is very. We have the silver. We have the wires. We have the copper. We know what copper is. We know. I mean, we have electricians. We have shungite, we have cobalt, we have all these different stones and minerals for electricity is right there. Matter of fact, if you think I'm lying, ask your best friend, ask AI. AI will give you the whole format of how to do free energy and everything else. They said this, we talking about another alien movie. What was the man who fell from Earth? You remember that?
Yeah, I watched a couple episodes of that.
Man, watch all that because he said the exact same thing, and he was a Nomos. He was a Nomos. Their whole tribe is a black reptilian tribe. And then they have one season in 80/60. Now you got to pay $30 just to watch it. But they broke the whole thing. They said, why won't you give them free energy? He said, if you give them free energy, that collapses the whole world. That collapses the fake. They said if you just watch that one clip, I'm gonna save it next time. But they said that one clip, if you're doing free energy, you would collapse everything. The medical system, the legal system. For a while, people will fight, but then why are they fighting if food is free? The militaries will stop when the fight. There's no reason to fight anymore. Like, do you see what I'm saying? The only people that's really going to the military, people don't be really that intelligent. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, they bank off of ignorance. The original predator.
Well, none of them don't be that intelligent. It's just that they be so locked into the system that they don't understand the real game that's going on with that whole situation. U.S. Corps and everything.
Yeah, I just at this point in time, especially with social media out there, well, not social media, but like this platform right here, right? Especially your platform and other ones. Right now, there's so much knowledge out there. Ignorance is a choice. If you dumb and you got a cell phone, something wrong. If you can learn anything, if you can lock in and learn anything. Somebody just said that the original Predator was made by Sophia Stewart. Didn't you just interview the goddess?
Oh, not me. No, I haven't interviewed her yet. But I'm working on. I'm gonna get her on soon. I
don't know. I
talk to her on the phone though.
If you talk to her, ask her about that because somebody just said the original Predator was made by Sophia Stewart. I got some questions for her too. I'll send you some questions because I'm trying to figure out why you made your characters white in the first place.
She didn't make her characters white. They changed that. They did that when they stole her books from. They stole all of her work.
I like that. I see. Man, if y'all got any questions for the
Yeah, we got about 15 more minutes.
Yeah. If y'all got any questions, tap in with Young Elder. Young Elder, what's your cash app, G?
The Young Elder. THE. I'll type it in the chat. Yeah. But like I said, hey, I've been buying gold. Really, I started buying silver first, like you, but I ain't collecting. I'm gonna start getting the coins now, cause I think them coins, when they in the corners like that, they worth more, especially when they got the authentic thing on it. So I'm gonna start. I had bought a shitload of silver. I got a shitload of it in there, and I got a shitload of gold too. But
silver the new gold.
I didn't start buying coins and gold, just like gold backs and shit. Just I got more rings. I got more, like a lot of silver rings. Like anytime I go in a store and I see a silver ring, they used to be cheap. Silver rings used to be cheap. So I just say, oh, that's silver. They don't even know what they got. I buy it. Oh.
Me and you on the same time.
That's a Native American. That's Native American jewelry you got on right there.
I know. It's indigenous. Somebody said, "What I be on?" This said, "Stone, what you be into?" LOL. I like your background and African mask. Well, this dragon is over 200 years old, and I work for this dragon. I didn't pay for this dragon. A dude was his shop was about to close down, so he said that if I help him, everybody want money from people. But like we said, if we got out of that money aspect, I work for artifacts. And he was from Africa, so he used to give me like artifacts, stones, bones. He was doing all sorts for working for him. So I got this, and he gave me this one. This one's from the Congo, and this one's from China. This is over 250 years old. These actually came from an artist named Van Jay. He gifted me those. This is actually the Seminole dragon. That tells you about the Great Kissimmee serpent. It's a country song. They talk about it, but that tells you that we've been in all these different things, the Indians and dragons. Because when you see the little boy, he got an afro on top of a dragon back that represents the Kissimmee River. So yeah, all my stuff represents us. You know what I'm saying? Represents who we are. That's the original books. I don't really be into, you know what I'm saying? But when you got an artifact, you can actually talk to these artifacts. A lot of my stuff comes from, a lot of it comes from the homie. So when the people, a lot of these artifacts were made by Olokun and the Batala priests. I can say so much and try to paraphrase it, but I can't really paraphrase it. There's a lot going on. You can talk to the artifacts and they'll talk back. You know what I'm saying? If you really tap into it with it like that. So the power of the mask, just like when they talk about Predator, the power of the mask, our people, that's one of the things they took from us too. We talk about everything else they took from us. They took the drums, they took the culture, they took everything else. But one of the other things they took from us was the mask.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So BlackRock, what's your cash app, guy?
This $ BlackRock Visuals.
And what can we hit you up for?
Instagram, chief.blackrock22.horn of the sun.
I'll say, somebody say you want to try mushroom, pull up on us on Nagaloka. I'm gonna start sharing the flyer. We're gonna have it in March, and it's gonna be a real great ceremony for the spring equinox.
Where you say it's it now?
It's gonna be in Tampa. We did it before in Orlando at the Bronze Kingdom, and it was pretty dope. It's just it's a conscious event. All 3 days it's gonna be something different. The first day we might be in nature. We might go into the nature springs or the mounds. Like 2 years ago, we went up the pyramid in Turkey Scratch outside of Tallahassee. Like people don't understand how many pyramids we have right here in Florida. So we might take them down the creeks. Some of these waters that we have out here are iridium water, like springs. And I'm still studying the science of it, but our ancestors were doing it and come to find out it's minerals in the water. When they were talking about the fountain of youth, they're talking about all the springs. How do you hide something? You hide it in plain sight. They were talking about all the springs. So we taking the different kind of springs down here and everything else. Now, mind you, when you're on DMT and shrooms, you can hear the spirits of the like when you look at Wekiva Springs, that's the biggest springs in Florida. That's all native land. You can go out there and talk to them. You see what I'm saying? They will pull up on you and talk to you. They'll talk to you in the trees. The trees will talk to you. The birds will talk to you. You will make a friend with birds, hawks, whatever, and they'll pull up on you. So it sounds crazy now, but when you pull up on us, you'll see that we did it a couple years ago, and everybody, it wasn't just something that one of us was seeing. So you can't see, oh, y'all are losing. the whole over 300 people came to Tallahassee, Florida, and they all saw the Phoenix in the sky. And they all saw dragons and all the dragonflies and butterflies. And Rod Hayes, ask Rod Hayes. Rod came down. Shit, look, shit, ask him. He bear witness. So, yeah, we most definitely gonna shed a flyer on that. And it's the Phoenix Circle. It's gonna be a lot of different people that pull up the Ashe Network. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna Black Rock. You got to pull up.
The guys in Phoenix connected with that too.
She pulled up. Right, Phoenix pulled up. Empress Rare Bird, she came. I mean, she already had her own thing going on anyway. But I just like to merge with anybody that's doing something like that anyway. Like when you got a real spiritual connection and that many spiritual people that came from all around the world. People came from Australia. People was coming from Texas. People was coming from the north. Rod Hayes came down. Phoenix Rising came down. It was a lot of powerful people in one area. But for Nagaloka, the first day will be in nature. The second day will be more like a conscious anxiety, like not anxiety. I don't even want to use the wrong word because people can twist in their mind, but it's like an adult conscious situation. Tantra, chantress. I don't want to mix the word, but she's humming, she's chanting. Some of them had singing bowls. Some of them we had masseuses. We had tarot readers. It was a lot of amazing energy that time.
A lot of alchemists there.
There was a lot of alchemy going on where some of the readers, like big shout out, Maya was just on the show the other day. She was doing something like Reiki. Now I'm not really familiar with Reiki. I do more stone work and everything else. She was doing Reiki on people. It was helping. Now you also you just have to come and experience because I don't know. It might not be the same way it was last time. But Nagaloka represents the serpent energy that we have, and we can have our own conscious serpent ball or dragon ball. You know what I'm saying? Dragon means master. Dragon means all these different things. You have all this the gathering of masters and all these different people that came for a good time, but at the same time came to network because a good time for us is networking and building and gaining information and gaining knowledge, wisdom, and etc. etc. So, no, go ahead, guys. Shit, I go on all day.
No, that sounds good, man. That sounds good. I'm gonna look into that, man. I want to get the send me that flyer through the text. Yeah, man. But what I think, I learned tonight is that I need to buy more authentic type gold than like I'm supposed to be getting rings and just look. I need to get more gold. Look, and it's funny what made me interested in why you were showing all your stuff because I was in a place today looking at gold coins and different artifacts. And I was like, man, I'll start buying some of this shit. And then now that today that you showed that you did this, I'm gonna go back up there tomorrow and start just pricing some of that shit that they like some of them coins for other people start buying them because they gonna start selling that shit. It's somebody that know, man, that buying all that shit because they always have new ones in there that people are already buying them.
Yeah, one thing about it, bro, that's what I do for a living. I don't work for nobody. What I do is, you know where the you can call it. This is free game. All of us can do it. That's how we're gonna be great at this. You know what I'm saying? You can call your local storage unit or go on auction.com. They got auction.com everywhere. Call your local storage unit and be like, hey, when are y'all doing an auction? Just act like you've been doing it. When are y'all doing an auction? They're gonna tell you the date they're doing the auction. You pull up on the auction, bring about $300. Because most people they make it seem like it's storage wars. That's just for TV. Most people don't get up. Most people are lazy as hell. They don't get up early in the rising. Yeah. Most people don't keep up on those bids and everything else. We got a whole team that we pay attention to our bids. We get up early in the morning. We're gonna go to them auctions. If I get a storage unit for $200, most people put what in storage units? Valuables, coins. I got books of coins. I got all sorts. We were talking about all sorts of stuff, but I got stuff that I don't even care for that you can sell it all day and tomorrow. I messed around and got a storage unit full of Hot Wheels. I took the Hot Wheels to the mall to an auction. I'm still eating off that. I'm eating off that shit like royalties. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to give a fuck about the shit. Just put it there so you always making money off of it. Meanwhile, you smart investments with your gold and your silver and letting that and keep. It's not hard. You know what I'm saying? Repeat. Hustle, repeat. That's all we're doing. How do you sell the stuff in the storage unit? You get like 3 days to empty the storage unit out. You take each thing to the store. Like if you see electronics, go ahead and take it to the pawn shop. Now you got your $300 back that you spent initially on the storage unit. Right. Now, wait a minute. Now you said you wanted gold and silver rings. Now you already paid yourself back for the money that you put into the storage unit, but now you done found $800 gold ring and $800 gold chain that they forgot about, or a book of silver coins, or a book of just money in general. You see what I'm saying?
I know that. Hey, you just gave me a good ass hustle, man. That's a fire.
Tomorrow Rising, call them Tomorrow Rising and be like, yo, when is your next auction? Take $200 to $300 over there, and when you see it, if you see something that you just have to have that hawk eye, that falcon eye, that eye, where you just be like, okay, you got to be like RoboCop. You got to look in there and be like, okay, that's electronics, boom. That's some furniture, boom. Because you get 3 days clear it out, or you got to pay for storage unit, and you don't want to pay. You don't want to pay for a month of the storage unit because the people that used to own the unit might try to come back and get their stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't want all the extra problems. One dude found a lot of money in there, and that was the whole situation in Florida. But I clear it out. You ain't got to worry about me. I'm gonna get it done. You see what I'm saying? Clothes, yeah. You can take the flea market, sell it to the clothes. I'll sell it to the Mexican sheep. It's free money. All of it's free money. That's how you're paying yourself way more than any job could ever pay you, as long as you won't get up and do it. You see what I'm saying? And we still eating off it, and I still got stuff that I got to get out the house to sell. You know what I'm saying? If you're looking, or you can find artifacts and everything else, and you keep it for yourself. Like there's nothing wrong with keeping things for yourself. And have you a god, you a king. Set up your temple, set up your shrine. Set up, you know what I'm saying? You got to have exotic things in your life too. So right. I mean, look at all them temples in India. Didn't they have stones embedded in the temples?
Yeah.
So yeah, they say BlackRock look like he don't play no games. I need BlackRock on my team. Oh man. Nah, man, go be like all of us dead serious about our business, man. Because at the end of the day, ain't nobody giving no black man nothing for free. We out here working for it, and we out here trying to use our minds to survive this matrix.
Right.
You can run your house off an alternator. Okay, so they say you can run your house off an alternator, off a car, turn it back, give you about 800 watts. I appreciate that, God. That's knowledge right there. That's the Young Elders Cash App, y'all. And if you want to show him any support, go to him, like, comment, share. Go to his page, subscribe, all that good stuff. Go to BlackRock's page, subscribe.
Every day, man. I drop a tape every day.
Yeah, you put up tape. You be putting you out there like Tupac, bro. You be putting out 2-3 tapes a day.
Yeah, we dropping everything. We ain't got no time to waste.
That's what I'm on right there. People don't be understanding that part. Like if you live through 2008 and other like I remember when the first time we was in a recession, for people that know how to hustle, this is the perfect time for us to come up. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. A lot of things moving around right now, and you really got to just know where to fit in and position yourself on the chessboard, because the name of the game is for them. They want all us as pawns. You know what I'm saying? They want us. The pawn feeds the system. How does the pawn feed the system? Because the pawn gonna do some pawn shit, end up in the penitentiary.
Right.
The pawn don't want to do nothing but pawn shit. He gonna make one step at a time. No, bishops and knights, they make big steps. They make different kind of steps, and they move different. Every great empire has fallen. The U.S. is not special at all. Rome, Rome isn't even considered a great empire. They didn't last as long as we think they lasted. So we can't put Rome in the same conversation with Kemet or America for that matter. Mali dynasties, the Uthmans. Now you're talking about Islamic things, and that was never designed to be successful. If you're talking about the Uthmans, you're talking about the Muslims, and they were already having civil war with them themselves. The second Prophet Muhammad died. You know what I'm saying? Whatever they had going on, they didn't collapse overnight. They eroded, and America is cleansing. They can say implode and everything else. I just don't think it's doing the great cleanse, the great. You know what I'm saying? This is sacred land. This is sacred land too, and this is the promised land. Everybody wouldn't be trying to get over here if it was falling.
Right.
Everybody wouldn't be trying to get over here if it was so bad. If everybody ain't trying to get over, everybody's trying to trick us out our spot and do that whole burst. They did it before, and the reason that, like we just said about how other people come over here and get all these dollars and get money, because they all had deals to come over here and steal this land from us.
Yeah.
Now people are reneging the same way they reneged on our treaties and everybody else's treaties. Now they reneging on the treaties with with anybody really. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter who it is, because them Latinos, they brought them over here the same way they brought them the same Latinos that they doing. They brought them over here for the boat. They took them same Latinos to the Philippines. We don't understand why all these islands look the way they look. We don't understand that there was Latino mercenaries that they took to the Philippines, and that's just history. It goes way deep. So when we just talk about I think America is cleansing itself and getting prepared for the great crystal, you know what I'm saying? The greatness that's coming, the gold, what do we say? The gold era.
Yeah.
The gold standard, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Can you get it closer? I'm not sure what part I was trying to get closer, guys. My apologies. Many years ago, I'm trying to get all these. Many years ago, there was a piece on the brothers, I believe that was the spelling that they use. Breatharian. Okay, yeah. Like I say, if you want to know more about that, I'm not big on that. I'm not gonna get on that because look, I'm a warrior. I can't have nobody hit me and break my ribs. You know what I'm saying? But there's a brother that's into that. He's a breatharian, and he's in Miami. His name is the Black Airbender. If you look him up, he's always giving information out on that. Let me see.
Breatharian. I heard about that.
Appreciation. What'd you say, Chi?
So I heard I was studying this one guy. He got a glow around him. He got like a little afro. I wonder if that's the same guy. The bird said he been not eating for 7 years.
Oh, he always have a pyramid on his head.
He might have a pyramid. He got like a little afro.
I don't be watching him like that. We bumped into each other one time, and he came to the Bronze Kingdom. And when he came to the kingdom, you know what I'm saying? You know, I would let everybody sit in the thrones and everything else. Because at first they weren't letting us do that. But I'm like, what they over here for? Like David Banner came down, and there was a big controversy about him not sitting in the throne. So I was like, anybody that was conscious and was talking about something positive and I would let them do pictures and photo shoots in the thrones and whatnot. They're bronze. You ain't gonna mess them up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'll say, yo, the comments, hey, we appreciate everybody that was in the comments, everybody's in the chat tonight. Black Rock, you got anything last for us, brother? I'm Black Rock.
Oh no, I ain't got nothing to say.
No, all right. Shit, I love your work, bro. Like I say, I'm gonna plug in. If you ain't gonna plug in, I'm gonna plug in. Plug in with Chief Black Rock for visuals, AI visuals. You know what I'm saying? He do amazing work for businesses. He most definitely do most of my work for the businesses and everything else. Oh snap, got to fly for that. Yeah. It's 3 months. It's 3 months away, so y'all got plenty of time. That event was amazing. Nobody knew anybody and felt like a family reunion. I say, and if Naga we do, you got to sign non-disclosures. People do be kind of be nosy for no reason. We walked the mounds. I felt like Moses. We took over 30 people up the top of the mountain down here in the Turkish Stretch, the largest mountain down here. Wow, yeah. Well, Color Springs Fountain View. They know. Chief, you say you from Louisiana, right?
Yeah. You
say you from Shreveport?
Yeah.
And what's the history about Shreveport?
It's part like that land is Choctaw land and Washita land, but like Monroe is where the mounds at in Monroe, Louisiana. You go down there, that's like about an hour and a half away from where we at, and then that's where all the mounds at. Like rock, like all of like I forget the name of the mound. But it's a whole bunch of mounds down in west east Louisiana and down going all the way down to Mississippi.
I see.
When you ride down Interstate 20 going to coming to to get to y'all, it'll be take 20, then 49, then get on Interstate 10. Interstate 10 is a long ass ride. Yeah. Man, that's a long ass drive coming into Florida on that Panhandle. Man, I drove all the way to Orlando one time. Going down there.
From where?
From Shreveport.
Yeah, I travel at nighttime. I don't like I'm from Orlando. I'm from Raleigh Street, but when I was young, Orlando didn't look the way it looks now. Like we used to have trees, everything. We used to have fruit trees everywhere. It was like more exotic. Like we got exotic. Our trees are actually holy down there. They started chopping everything down. It was some kind of weird stuff. They started chopping down, talking about our trees were bringing flies. It was just now it's a bunch of Latinos down there. They turned Orlando to baby Puerto Rico.
It's like it's a water city. Like it's like a whole island on water. Some of it's over like.
No, everything down there. See, we don't understand how many sacred and holy lands we really got. You know what I'm saying? Like we be talking to people in Ohio. all that's holy land, sacred land, they mounds.
Yeah.
We be talking about people in Louisiana. I got a sister down there in New Orleans, and they got pyramids right there off of Saint, I think they call it Saint Parish.
Yeah,
They
it
got
might
a pyramid.
yeah.
Got
Oh, you
pyramids.
know
You know what I'm saying? We don't talk about the pyramids enough, and there's a lot of things we really be connected to, like the land. And we talk about the Washita got a whole history. And I'm not even as versed in the Washita as I should be, you know what I'm saying? But the Timucua, the Washita, in Alabama, you got Chief Tuscaloosa. There's so many chiefs that I can't always remember their names, but there's so many chiefs that have so much history. Even when it comes to Black Wall Street, people don't even know how Black Wall Street was really in power. They were empowered through minerals, through gold and silver, because they were miners. They put all their stuff in. They were empowered by those same minerals. Right. So, man, I appreciate y'all tonight, man.
Yeah, man.
I know we've been going for a little minute, so I'm gonna get out of here and get this last little comment out. Let me see. Cause it's so, man, it's so many people. I know y'all can't see the comments, but it's so many people commenting and showing love. I know a lot of people came to see Brother Black Rock. A lot of people came to see Young Elder. So if y'all came from somebody else's page, lock in with brothers. Let's cross promote. You can hit subscribe on mine too. You can hit like, show some love. He on your side, Black Phoenix. Your comment. Rock, what it do, man? They say Black Rock, what it do, guy? Black Rock,
everything Gucci.
Everything Gucci. That's why we need to buy land to preserve, not just thinking. Okay, that's probably gonna be the last one I do. Oh wait, this right here. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio. I've been teaching the truth about Ohio River and Mississippi and Missouri River. It's all connected, the original Nile Valley. I'll show you, that's for all facts. Old Mississippian culture. Old Mississippian culture. Yeah, I appreciate y'all, man. And they started coming up with some good comments, bro. And I ain't gonna, but man, outside of that, you got any last words for him, Chief? Young Elder?
Oh yeah, man. Drink a lot of water. Yeah.
Drink a lot of water, get that information. Tap in with Young Elder's last video and the last video and the last video. It updates you on this information. They've been lying to us forever. So now we got a brother that ain't never made it. Say it one time for us. It has never been made so simple. No, so clear.
It never been made so clear, man. At this point.
All right, this is it. Well, man, you know what I'm saying? Man, we appreciate y'all truth bringers. We appreciate y'all for everything that y'all do, known and unknown. So outside of that, man, Adabu, man, we appreciate the y'all for topping in with us. And y'all have an amazing night tonight.
Hey, peace.
Power from the deep rises.
Creation finds its voice again.
The mothers have returned. Behold, the matriarch.
We are the light, the water, and the shadow.